All right, here we go. We're going to start off, and we're looking at a crayfish right here. And what we're looking at, we're going to go through the different anatomical structures. This first one up here is a cheliped. All right, these are your claws. The long ones are the antennae, and the short ones are the antennules. The dark spots on either side of these bilaterally symmetrical organisms are going to be your compound eyes. This region up here is the rostrum, which kind of references the term nose there. If we're looking at these segmented organisms, you're going to see the head region. This is the cephalothorax, and this is the abdomen right here. As we go down, we have the uropods and the telson. I'm going to flip it on to its ventral side, and you're going to see the underneath here. These are all of its walking legs. You have the maxillae and the maxillipeds, and then down in here, this is the mandible. All right. As we move down, we can look at the gender of this organism, and what we can look at and we can see here, this is a male organism because it has these two extensions here. These are copulatory organs. These are going to be its swimmerets. We're going to go ahead and remove the carapace, and the carapace is the outer covering. So if I remove the carapace, I'm going to see all these structures inside. The first structures that you're going to note are going to be the feathery structures, which are the gills. And then we have actually dyed the heart here. And so if we pull back the gills, you can see this is going to be the heart region. If we look up towards the front here, we're going to notice that this is going to be the stomach. This is the gastric mill between the two cardiac and pyloric stomachs. Inside are going to be some teeth that help them break down food. This structure right here, along with this structure, are going to be its mandibular muscles, which allow for the carapace to be attached. As I turn it on its side, you can see here that I've removed the gill structure, and you can see some underlying structures. Starting with this white structure right here, this is going to be the digestive gland. And this particular species or organism is a male, and so I removed some of the abdomen here, and you can see these two white structures just just posterior to the heart, which is this structure, and these are the organism's testes. This tube right here, which is kind of broken apart, is actually the organ's intestines that are going to run down and exit this area right down here. Okay. Going back up to the most anterior end of this organism, I'm going to pull this down, all right, and you can see that when I pulled it down, I've exposed more of the stomach, but down below in this region are these two different glands, and they're the green glands, and the green glands are used to regulate the amount of nitrogenous waste that's inside of this organism and regulates the salt. It actually releases out if you flip it back over into these two pores right here. So when the amount of nitrogenous waste increases so much and the salt needs to be regulated, it'll excrete it out of this area really close to the mandible and the mouth here. And that's what you need to know for this particular organism.